What's up, Keep Pounding crew? We're back today with another video. Keep pounding. Today's topic is the post game for the Green Bay Packers game. If you like the channel, if you like the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, select all, and leave a comment if you feel like doing so. Let's dive on in. Now, first thing I want to talk about is the refs. That should have been a roughing call instead of an intentional grounding call. That should have been a roughing call on the next down as well in the last minute of the game. But that's not the reason we lost this game. The reason we lost this game was because of holding penalties like the one that happened right before those no calls and the intentional grounding call. We would have had 55 seconds on our own 40-yard line with one timeout had Teddy handled the play clock correctly and had we not gotten the penalty. Holding calls are a big reason why we keep shooting ourselves in the foot. And they happen the majority of the time on the offensive line. I've seen them happen with a couple of wide receivers and a tight end, but 90% of the time it's the offensive line. We got to work on those. We got to work on those, guys. That can't happen. That can't happen, folks. So, let's go down the list as we usually do. We played well in the second half. We played competitively. We showed that competitive spirit. We showed them who we are. We were predators in that second half. We were absolute predators. And that's how we should play every game, all 4 quarters, regardless of what the score is. We need to be predators. Now, this is yet another game where we've managed to come up short of what we were trying to get and gain. 8 points short specifically. That makes about a half dozen games that we could have won with that amount of points being the amount we lost by. In all of those games, I can tell you one thing that we have in common for each one of those is that in each one, we have a quarter where we have a scoreless quarter. Scoreless. 0. Goose egg. Nothing in it. Not even a field goal. Happens every game. So, we get that fixed. And I'm telling you, that'll take the heat off the offense. It'll take the heat off the defense in the fourth quarter. In that last 2-minute stand. There you go. Quarterback. B. I saw some good passes. I saw some bad passes as well. But, Teddy was Teddy. Really, when he had the protection he needed, he was solid. Yeah. And it proved my point further that he's not a bad quarterback. He's a system quarterback. And when you give him the protection he needs, he's a good quarterback. He's not great. He's not spectacular. He's not Aaron Rodgers. He's not Drew Brees. He's not Tom Brady. He's Teddy. And that's all he's expected to be. He's not Cam Newton. He's just Teddy. What more are you expecting from this man? I don't know. But some of you are just riding the roller coaster of emotions. Some of you are just in that zone of, why can't we have Cam back? Or why can't we have Coach Ron Rivera back? Or why can't we have such and such player back? Because it's 2020, man. They're gone. They're gone. What are you going to magically trade them back? Trade players back for them? What will we do to get these players back and these coaches back? What would you do? See, none of you have an answer for that. It's 2020. We need to move forward, not backward. Nothing is gained by staring at a mirror of 2019 and what we did that year. Nothing is gained. So let's move forward, please. Can we? Teddy was pretty good today. I can't complain. He was not the reason we lost this game, in my opinion. He does share some of the blame, yes, but he's not the full reason that we lost this game. We lost it way early on. Let's be real. We had to battle back from a 28-3 deficit. That's right out of the gate. Because our defense didn't do their job correctly in the first half. Our offense struggled to put up points in the first half. It's just the way it is. Running back, A-. What more do you want out of Mike? I mean, what a day. What a day from Mike. He looked like an absolute bulldozer out there. Just plowing through people. I mean, that looked fantastic. I was so happy with Mike. He deserved a day like that. For sure. And we played against Green Bay's weakness, which is the rush game. They can't stop the running game. So, we did what we had to do. And Mike Davis delivered. Which I don't know how he did, because these guys were they looked much bigger than our offensive line. So, credit to Mike, man. Whatever you did, you just kept these drives going. And I'm very, very happy with you right now. Great job, man. Keep up the good work. Wide receiver B, I saw some great catches. I saw some drops from Curtis Samuel. But, overall, can't complain. DJ Moore had a good day. That's what matters. Ian Thomas, B+. Made an impact today. Played well. Did great. O-line, B. Now, I had some issues with the O-line as far as pass protection, but for the most part, they did really well. My main problem with the O-line is the holding calls. Like I mentioned earlier in the video. The amount of holding calls we have this season is ridiculous. We got to shut that down. We got to teach fundamentals. Once we get OTAs back, once we get back on a regular schedule, we need to teach fundamentals. That is going to be a priority for the offensive line to learn those things. But good run blocking, good pass blocking for most of the game. So you earned a B. Defensive end, B. I I like Brian Burns. Had a great day. Efe Obada, good day. What more do you want from those two? They had a good day. And I'm so happy that Efe Obada is having such a great season, and doing as well as he is. Um, you know, I'm happy with how far he's come and how far he still has yet to go. So, way to go, Effie. Effie's my guy, man. I love this dude. No homo. It's 2020, so I gotta say that on camera. Um, Defensive tackle C. Now, granted, we're working with Hamilton. And Green Bay knew was going to be our weakness. They knew, and they used it against us. They ran it down our throats. And I'm going to tell you, if anybody thinks that their running back is not one of the best in the league, go look up his numbers. I'm serious. Stop the video and go look up his numbers. If you think he's not a top 10 running back right now, you will be very, very surprised. He's quietly getting his yards. He's quietly getting his numbers. And he's just in beast mode this year. So, I'm not surprised that Hamilton had trouble with him. Yeah, I'm not surprised our defensive tackles had trouble with him. Considering this defensive line has been beat up, considering everybody's been beat up on this team, it doesn't surprise me. But I did have to take off for that. I gotta be real. This is the only way we can get better is to learn and to get better from our mistakes. So, I've got to take off for that. Corner, B-. I saw some good pass deflections. I saw some good reads and coverages. But I also saw some trash coverages, mainly from Douglas. And Troy Pride Jr., one play, he makes a great tackle and a great stop. And then the very next play, pass interference. Come on, Troy. Seriously? Seriously, man? Right after I get through almost getting ready to brag on you on the whole internet, mind you, this man has a pass interference. What are we going to do with these corners? I swear. What are we going to do with these guys? Because Douglas is just straight trash. And, he's got his moments, but he's also straight trash. Let's be real. I want to give these guys the benefit of the doubt, but I can't. I just can't anymore. I really can't. I've seen enough. So, linebacker B, Shaq did really, really well. Great game from him. Didn't really see that much from our backup middle linebacker, but, he didn't play awful either, which is a good thing. But Green Bay did target us with their running game, knowing that that's one of our weaknesses. So I'm not surprised. So I'm going to cut him a break, since I haven't seen much of him. Free safety, Trey Boston, B+. Trey Boston's just on the verge of that A grade. but he's just not quite there yet. I saw some missed coverages from him a few times today, and I was like, all right, well, yeah, that's typical Trey right there. But he made some good tackles as well. Majority of the game he played really well. So give him his due. He's been improving in 2020. I've been very happy with him. So, strong safety B plus. Jeremy Chin all over the place as usual. Making some tackles, cleaning up after people, just doing what he does. Great job, Jeremy. Special teams B plus. I really like the almost blocked punt in the fourth quarter. Great job. I'm mainly looking at Pharaoh Cooper right now with the return game. So that's what that grade's based on. I saw one kickoff that I thought could have gone and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. But he decided to run it back from the 3, I believe it was, and got lucky and got to the 20. So the lane was there. Take it. You got lucky. Now, coaching B plus. I thought it was innovative and creative that Matt Rule decided to take that field goal and intentionally get the 3 and out rather than try to get the touchdown. That's a deviation from what we usually do, which is we usually fail on our own with the 3 and out, in the red zone or in field goal range and settle for the field goal. But that one was an intentional field goal, an intentional 3 and out. And Matt Rule said that in the presser as well. So I want people to know that, because I'm going to hear a lot of people say that, oh, well, we just settled again. Our offense sputtered and died. No. Matt Rule said it specifically in his presser. That was intentional, so that we would get enough time to get a 3 and out on defense and get the ball back with a minute or so left. Now, again, if Teddy had not mismanaged the clock, we would still have a timeout left and be on our own 40-yard line with 55 seconds left. So it would have worked out really, really well. So I approve of it. I think that was an excellent idea. I think, I was trying to figure out what was going on inside his head, because I knew he's been looking at some of these old games and saying, we need to make a change here. We're getting so close, so close, so close, and we're just not there yet. We got to make that last adjustment, or that last 1 second thing to, inside the 2 minutes to get us in position to try to get us a win in a different way. So we changed stuff up. So I respect that. I give him the B plus for that right there. Play calling B. Saw some plays open up that we usually don't get to use for 2 reasons. One, the offensive line actually blocked and gave Teddy time to throw the ball. Look what happens, right? 2, we actually had DJ Moore back. So look what DJ was able to do with those extra plays in medium and deep range. I mean, what a catch by DJ in double coverage. Wow. What a catch. I mean, this is what DJ is capable of. And these are the types of plays we would be able to open up if we had the proper protection on the line and everybody healthy. Imagine what we could do with everybody healthy in our depth chart and the proper linemen that we need. Just imagine. We're only using 2/3 of the playbook. Imagine if we used all of it. Just saying. The opportunity is there. So I saw some play calling that I questioned as well, but overall, B. Tackling, B minus. Saw some really good tackles that I was impressed with. Saw some missed tackles that I was not impressed with. So, it works both ways every game, really. So that grade usually rests somewhere between a B minus and a B plus, really. Somewhere in that range, typically per game. So, keep working at it. Keep working at it, guys. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're showing a lot of promise. We're showing a lot of success in that area, but we still have some work to do. Last notes of this game: we played really well in the second half of the game, but offensively, we just didn't get touchdowns. That's really what it comes down to. We didn't get touchdowns. We don't have a legit red zone threat. And that's what I think that we could possibly get late round in the draft. Is a wide receiver for red zone threats. But penalties and turnovers are a huge reason why we keep losing games. And it's the same thing today. Penalties did us in today. And Matt Rule kind of threw Teddy under the bus with the reach across over the goal line that got fumbled. So, yeah, the play call was correct according to Matt Rule, but the reach across should only be done on 4th and 1. Anyway, something I noticed out of the press conference. But overall, pretty good game. Pretty good game. There's a lot of room for improvement and a lot of room to learn from this game. We got 2 more games coming up. We're sitting in 4th draft spot right now. Speaking of which, I am going to be doing a stream tomorrow to look at film study reactions of players in the draft. So if you'd like to join that, be sure to check out my Keep Pounding Facebook page. Keep Pounding in all caps. Please ask to join, and I will approve all member requests. Anyone that asks. And please do join that, because you'll get live reactions from me during the games. You'll get polls, opinions, questions, and live streams for pregame and postgame, as well as halftime. So please do check that out. I believe that covers everything in this video. So if you liked it, please let me know what you thought of the game in the comments below. And as always, keep pounding.